Well, as we start another week, I want to tell you that I know that what I say may get somewhat repetitious, but I want to share with you a whole model about what I hope every missionary is trying to do. You know, we want to train leaders and plant multiple churches. Train leaders and plant multiple churches. Every pastor ought to have in his heart, in his mind, that he wants to have a ministry of mentoring others. This is way above and beyond discipleship. It's above that first course that you take, the new believers class it was called when I was a kid. It wasn't called discipleship. When I was a kid, we had a new believers class, and then we had Sunday school, and then we had training union, and then it became church training, and I think it disappeared. But it was like we went to 4 or 5 hours of church on Sunday, and then we had the midweek service, and we had a Monday night prayer meeting at the church I was a part of when I first started in the ministry. But this is way beyond that. This is what you do to train men who will go into the ministry, and you know that's where they're headed. So Paul is talking to Timothy, and Timothy is like the pastor or the bishop or the overseer or the elder of all this area. And he says to him in 2 Timothy 2:2, the words that you know so well, he said, "And the thing that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also." So Timothy had a responsibility of taking what he had heard, and other people had heard him here and seen him here, and he was to commit that. He was to find other men. He could place the truths that Paul had taught him in the lives of these men, and he was given 2 very strong qualifications. Number one, they should be faithful men. That would mean, first of all, they'd have to be saved. They'd have to be men of faith to be faithful. They'd have to be born again. They'd have to put their trust and faith in Jesus Christ. And 2, they'd have to be faithful. That means living by the principles that come with being faithful, being saved, being a child of God. And so they would be at all the services. They'd be faithful in how they handled their money. They'd be faithful in how they paid their bills, faithful in how they treated their wife, faithful in how they treated other people, faithful in how they handled the Word of God. They would be faithful. So he was to be working with everybody, always looking for faithful men. But not only was that to be the key, they had to be able to teach others also. So you take everybody along as far as they can go, but you're always watching. Now this guy never misses. And this guy's reading his Bible and living it out in the best way he knows. He is doing everything he knows to do. But the next question is, can he teach others? Is he gifted, apt to teach? Is he able to teach others the truths? That's why I would say you want to put him in charge of teaching basic discipleship to as many people as he can, and watch. Can he see people saved? Can he get people trained in the basics of Christianity? Can he get people to come to church and be faithful to God? Is he able to teach? So every pastor that would hear this video, you should have in your mind that God has entrusted you with great truths, and that you are going to look for people that you can commit them to, that you can trust with these great truths. And they will be faithful men, and they will be able to teach others also. And you will multiply your ministry by doing exactly that. You will get the word out to many more people because you will train men to do the work of God.